Largest deep-sea coral reef map near US Atlantic coast. Recently, in a groundbreaking discovery, the scientists have mapped the largest known deep-sea coral reef off the US Atlantic coast, stretching about 500 kilometers from Florida to South Carolina. About the discovery. The reef's existence has been known to the scientists since 1960s, but the reef's exact size has remained a mystery. Only recently, the new underwater mapping technology made it possible to construct three-dimensional images of the ocean floor depicting its dimensions. The reef was found at ocean depths from 200 to 1000 meters. The reef spans approximately 500 kilometers in length, stretching from Florida to South Carolina, and at certain point, its width reaches up to 10 kilometers. This is the largest known deep-sea coral reef found till date, covering a massive 6.4 million acre area underwater. This area is equivalent to 25,900 square kilometers, and it is approximately 18 times larger than Delhi, the capital of India. Only approximately 25% of the world's ocean floor has been thoroughly mapped in high resolution. Therefore, scientists have mentioned the potential discovery of larger deep-sea reefs in the future. Coral reefs. A coral reef is a complex underwater ecosystem made up of colonies of coral polyps held together by calcium carbonate. Stony corals, a type of coral characterized by their hard skeleton, are the bedrock of the reef. Stony coral colonies are composed of hundreds of thousands of individual living polyps. Polyps are capable of drawing dissolved calcium from seawater and solidifying it into hard mineral, that is, calcium carbonate structure that serves as their skeletal support. It contains microscopic algae called zooxanthellae, which exist with the animal in a symbiotic relationship. The coral polyps animals provide the algae, which is a plant, a home, and in exchange, the algae provides the polyps with food they generate through photosynthesis. Coral reefs are often called the rainforests of the sea and support about 25% of all known marine species, including various sponges, oysters, clams, crabs, sea stars, sea urchins, and many species of fish. Difference between deep water corals and shallow water corals. For a long time, scientists believed that corals were only found in shallow, sunlit, warm water ecosystems. However, recent deep sea explorations reveal that coral can thrive in deep, dark, cold waters up to 3,000 meters deep. They can be found in waters as cold as -1 degree Celsius. However, deep sea corals do not have the same tiny algae cells, zooxanthellae, in their tissue that shallow water contains. Deep sea corals are therefore often referred to as azooxanthellate coral. Shallow water corals are dependent on sunlight for nutrition. The zooxanthellae convert the light to food, whereas deep sea corals rely on filtering particles out of the water column to survive. The deeper reefs are less likely to be affected by environmental stressors and so are more protected from mortality events. Overall, a lot more is known about the shallow water reefs because they are much easier and cheaper to survey. Deep sea corals have been found in the waters of United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Ecuador, Japan, Norway, and the United States. Scientists have even found deep sea corals off the coast of Antarctica. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia is still the largest coral reef system in shallow water, covering 348,000 square kilometers.